Hey, welcome everybody to God, Family, and Bikes. Tonight, we're getting ready for a ride tomorrow. The first time out, I rode this bike in a stock configuration, and it was a little bit hard for me to get used to, so I'm going to go ahead and switch the map switch to the softer setting, which means you have to remove the fuel tank, and then you unplug the connector, and that'll set you to the softer map setting on this bike. The stock one is the one that hits kind of hard. So I'm gonna give it a try and see how it rides. So we're gonna go ahead and do that work now. The first step is to remove the seat, and then we can remove the fuel tank. So 8mm bolt on either side. Pull it out. So once you have the seat removed, you got access to the top. So now we need to remove the fuel tank. So the fuel tank comes off by removing these 4 fasteners here in the front. All right, now that you got your tank loose, there's a fuel pump connection here that we've got to disconnect. The connector that pops off there. And then the final one is your fuel connector down here. And I'm gonna need to go grab the plugs that come with your kit. All right, with your KTM kit, you've got this little plug that goes in the fuel line when you disconnect it from the carburetor, and then you also got a plug go over the carburetor bike. So you come down here on your bike. Oop, where'd that go? All right, so you unhook your fuel line here, push the button in, line pops out, put that plug in. Connects right into that line, push the button in, plugs in there. All right, once you have your fuel tank removed, you'll get this little connector right here, and we just disconnect that. And then that should be the softer setting on your map switch with that disconnected. So with that disconnected, we'll hook it back up and see how it runs. So let's go ahead and put the fuel tank back on. Pull that temporary plug back out of there, cap off, put the fuel line back up. Final step is to hook your fuel pump back up. So you got that little connector right there. Pushes down, up and in. Click that on, connected, good. All set. Final step, make sure these are snug. We put the seat back on. Long bolt goes in from the left-hand side. Make sure you don't leave your socket inside the bike. Not that big of a deal. Final step, make sure your vent line's hooked back up on your fuel tank. And then we should be good. We'll go ahead and give her a rip here, see what she does. So sounds good. That should put the map setting on the setting 2, which again is the softer setting from the factory, or not the factory setting, but the softer setting, which should soften up the hit on the throttle a little bit. We'll give that a try tomorrow and see how that works out for me. Remember, watch me as I work on this bike and ride bikes with my family and kids and go camping. And remember to subscribe and hit the like button on my videos, and also have links down the bottom if you to tips and tricks. And leave me a comment if you have any questions or comments, and we'll see you in the future. God bless.